The 1950 NFL Western Conference Playoff, played December 17th, 1950, in the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles, California. The 9-3 Chicago Bears traveled to face the 9-3 Los Angeles Rams for the right to play the Cleveland Browns in the 1950 NFL Championship. The game was necessary due to no tie-breaking being in place for conference ties. The Rams coached by Joe Stetter and the Bears coached by the legendary George Halas. In the first quarter, Bob Waterfield kicked a 43-yard field goal to give the Rams a 3-0 lead. Then in the second quarter, Al Campana ran the ball in from 23 yards out. Johnny Lujack hit the extra point, and the Bears took a 7-3 lead. Tom Fears then caught a 43-yard pass from Bob Waterfield. Waterfield added the extra point, and the Rams retook the lead 10-7. Then Tom Fears caught a 68-yard pass from Bob Waterfield. Waterfield hit the extra point, and the Rams led 17-7 at the half. In the third quarter, Tom Fears caught a 27-yard pass from Bob Waterfield. Waterfield's extra point made it Rams 24, Bears 7. In the fourth quarter, Fred Morrison ran the ball in from 4 yards out. Johnny Lujack hit the extra point, but the Rams' lead was 24-14, and that would be your final. Your leaders for the Bears, the leading passer was Johnny Lujack with 193 yards on 29 attempts, 3 interceptions. He was sacked 6 times for a loss of 52 yards. Your leading rusher was George Gulyanix, who ran the ball 15 times for 94 yards. Julie Rajkovic added 67 yards on 14 carries. Your leading receiver was George Gulyanix, 6 receptions, 67 yards. Fred Morrison was second with 2 receptions, 44 yards. No, actually, he was third. Jim Keene was second, 3 receptions, 50 yards. For the Rams, Bob Waterfield was 14 of 21 for 280 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Norm Van Brocklin added a 2 for 10 for 17 yards. Your leading rusher for the Rams was Dick Horner, 7 carries, 18 yards. Paul Berry added 16 yards on 8 carries. Your leading receiver was Tom Fears with 7 receptions, 198 yards on 3 touchdowns. Elroy Crazy Legs Hurst added 2 receptions for 46 yards. On defense for the Bears, George McAfee had 1 interception for 20 yards. Fumble recoveries were gone by Wayne Hansen and Chuck Hunsinger. Elroy Hirsch had 1 interception for 10 yards. Tom Keene, 1 for 18, and Woodley Lewis, 1 for 28. Sacks, Larry Brink and Jack Zilli each had 1 sack. And Fred Numetz and Dick Stevenson each had a fumble recovery. The Rams win and advance to play the Cleveland Browns in the NFL Championship.